In this lesson we're going to look at adding and subtracting mixed numbers. Okay, so this question here, 4 3/4 plus 3 1/5. Now what I tend to do here is I just concentrate on the fractions part first. So I know I need to add 3/4 and 1/5, so I'm just going to do that at the side here, just like we did in the last lesson. So I'm going to look for a common denominator, look for the lowest common multiple of 4 and 5, which is 20. 4 times 5 is 20. And then I'm going to try and say, well, okay, how did I get from quarters to 20s? I times by 5, do the same to the top, this is 15. How do I get from fifths to 20s? I times by 4, so do the same to the top, and you get 4. So what that comes to is 19/20. So the easiest way in my mind is to do the 4 add the 3 and you get 7. And we know that the 3/4 and the fifth come to 19/20, so there's your answer, 7 19/20. Some people change it into a top heavy fraction in this one. I think that's harder to do. I think this is easier. Okay, let's look at another example. So the same idea here. I'm going to concentrate on the 2/3 and the 4/7. I draw this wee line down to separate my working. So I'm looking to add these two fractions. So the lowest common multiple of 3 and 7 is 21. 3 times 7 makes 21. And then I'm looking to get my top number. So 3 times what makes 21? That's 3 times by 7. Do the same to the top. That's 14. 7 times what makes 21? Well, we times by this 3. So 7 3s are 21. Do the same to the top. 3 4s are 12. Add the 12 and the 14, so you get 26 21sts. Now change that to a mixed number. So how many 21s go into 26? Well, one whole with a remainder of 5 21sts. Okay, I'm going to go back to this now. I know those highlighted bits come to 1 and 5 21sts. I'm going to do the easy bit. 3 add 2, and that makes 5. Then I'm just going to add this on. 1 and 5 21sts. Well, 5 add 1 makes 6, so that really comes to just 6 and 5 21sts. Okay, let's look at what happens when you do a takeaway sum. So mixed number takeaways, 8 1/2 take away 2 3/10. Now you can see this is already set up as I was doing last time. Well, I'm going to just do the same thing. I'm going to do a half take away 3/10. So I've set that up here. Lowest common multiple in this case is 10. I mean, you could go for 20s, but it's easier to do 10s. Now, I'm not changing this here, so I'm going to keep it as 3/10. And I'm going to look at how to get from halves to tenths. Well, you times by 5, so do the same to the top. It's 5 over 10. If you just take these away from each other, you get 2/10. I'm then going to move back to the question and do the 8 take away the 2, which was 6. And I've already done the half take away the 3/10, and that comes to 2/10, which is just a fifth. You could write a fifth here. Okay, last question. Same idea. Do the fraction part first. Do the 3/4, take away the 2/3. So lowest common multiple is 12. 3 times 4 is 12. And I'm saying, how do I what do I multiply 4 by to get 12? You times by 3. Do the same to the top, it's 9. What do you multiply 3 by to get 12? It's 4. Same to the top, and you get 8. So 9 12ths take away 8 12ths is 1/12. So just to go back to the question, we're doing the 6 take away the 1, which gives you 5. And then you've done your fraction part, which is a 12th. And that's your final answer.